Robertson, who got plenty of that.
It was worth a try because it sat up beautifully and he got it right technically, certainly, because he got good power behind it, but I don't think Meslier was ever overly concerned. He had good view of it all the way.
Henderson's vulnerable knee, or potentially vulnerable knee, seems to be properly mended. He missed the last half dozen games of last season after picking up that injury at Brighton. Not involved in the Community Shield, not involved for England. Back from the start for Liverpool now. Firmino to turn it through for Mane.
Well, I think Koch will be very relieved that Mane didn't get hold of that one, because had he controlled it, then it could have been a third mistake.
It's been odd, or rather thin pre-season, which wasn't helped for either club by the fact that there was an international weekend immediately prior to the resumption of action. Leeds got away a couple of friendlies. They were beaten at Stoke 3-0, played a team from the Portuguese top league, Passos de Ferreira, last week, and beat them comfortably enough. Here is their own Portuguese, Alda Costa. Hernandez. Missed out by Robertson. You went to see that last Leeds pre-season game, Jim?
I did, yeah, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I know they were missing the international players, but I still enjoyed seeing what the rest of the squad was up to and how they go about their business. And it's fascinating to watch what Marcelo Bielsa does in a game, because for even 10-minute periods he will change things to try and help his side through that particular part of the game. So beware of that. I think he looks full of stress as well. He looks as if he's stressed out all the time because of the level of concentration and how much he desires his team to win.
Of course, he introduced a new dimension to international football, not just with Argentina, more noticeably with the remarkable Chile team he took to a World Cup finals.
3-3-3-1. I always remember that formation. I worked on their game against Brazil, which didn't go too well.
Robertson's ball in, met by Dallas. It came back out to Andrew Robertson, and it came off Strauch, requiring of Meslier quite an adjustment and a fair bit of athleticism to turn it over.
Yeah, that's a great stop, because he couldn't foresee that. I mean, the game is all about anticipating, but it's difficult to anticipate something like that for a keeper. It just becomes very reactive. And I think Strauch too was relieved to see his agility. Knee and then foot, and it just created the extra lift, but that's a fine stop.
Robertson's corner, repelled at the near post by Bamford. Back is Gomez.
Look at the work rate. Look at this from Harrison, chasing it down, making sure it goes all the way back to Alisson.
That's a great deal of fitness, of course, and Bielsa is pretty firm on that. Yeah. They tell me his training sessions are remarkably intense, but he insists on having a lot of balls down the edge of the pitch. Come back to that. Here's Naby Keita. No Salah. Away from Dallas. Keita. Not from Strauch. He has plenty of balls on the edge of the pitch, so there is never any dead time. They're constantly moving. Here is Alda Costa. Bamford closer to Alisson.
Yeah, he swapped with Harrison for the time being, although Harrison's just tucked in a little bit now. He swapped wings. Alda Costa was a nice nutmegs on Alexander Arnold. Are you talking about those training sessions and how intense they are? Basically, he doesn't want the play to stop. That's why all the balls are around. They're mental. I've heard that some of the sessions the players come off exhausted. They're that hard.
Harder even than Howard Wilkinson.
I tell you what, Howard was tough as well. He liked to run.
Van Dijk has only found Bamford, and Bamford has found the lead for Leeds. Are looking the part again. If this is 2021, bring it on. Thrill after thrill. Error from Van Dijk, and that's rare enough. Bamford pounced and Leeds are level once more.
Well, this is just down to a very unexpected error from Virgil van Dijk. Because, you know, he seems to be in a good position all the way, and when it is played through, yeah, he can go and deal with it. But it's just a weak touch, it's too casual from him. And unlike the last moment when Bamford had a chance to lift it over Alisson, this time I know Alisson's gone to ground, but he's taken his opportunity. He's had a go, and even though there's a touch from the Brazilian keeper, Bamford's left with a big smile on his face. And Leeds strike again. You might be looking at one of the greatest predictions at half-time ever.
Virgil van Dijk showing human frailty, which is not something one often witnesses. Patrick Bamford scoring his first goal since getting one of 5 against Stoke on the 9th of July. His first Premier League goal since his only previous one for Middlesbrough against Southampton in May of 2017.
Liverpool leads luxurious.
Looking for more. They have had some extraordinary games down the years. In fact, in the year to which I previously referred, the 1991 season, when Liverpool were defending champions for the last time and Leeds had come up as champions from the second tier for the most recent time, 30 years ago, at Ellen Road, as Melier toys, some would say foolishly, with Mane.
Koch would like to keep it in.
That season at Ellen Road they played out a game that finished Leeds 4, Liverpool 5. Lee Chapman got a hat-trick and lost in that game. Jan Molby, who's just down the line from us on the television gantry, scored the second of Leeds' 5 goals. John Barnes won it for them in the end, of Liverpool's 5 goals. And it played a Charity Shield in 1992 at Wembley, which Leeds won 4-3. One of the premium nostalgia games of the Premier League era, one that is so often replayed, was an Ellen Road game in November of 2000 in which Mark Viduka scored 4. Leeds 4, Liverpool 3.
Yeah, Ayling had just caught Mane then, which is why Michael Oliver blew his whistle.
Flicked out by Strauch and hit by Salah! Wow! That has fizzed in! This is a firework night of an opening night. We've played barely half an hour. It's Liverpool 3, Leeds 2.
Well, it keeps on giving. I listened to a chat the other day and about who might be the Premier League Golden Boot winner come the end of this season, and Salah wasn't given a mention in that particular chat. I think he probably should have been mentioned, because that's spectacular. Again, you wonder whether Melier could do more. Is he really expecting Salah to get the power that he does behind this? But he can't react quickly enough, and it's a brilliant finish from Mo Salah. And do you know what, Peter? His goal record at Liverpool is quite phenomenal.
Between 2-2 and 3-2. What next? Mo Salah only scored 19 last season.
Well, you've
Stuck on 19 after failing to score in the last 4 Premier League games, which left him beneath the 22 of the year before, the 32 of his golden year before that.
Apologies, Peter, but you asked the question, and my answer, 3-3? The way this game is going, it's got every chance.
Salah. Firmino. Alexander-Arnold. Sir Robertson. Robertson couldn't get there.
Well, whatever happens from here, and I know Leeds fans will be delighted about it, but it's a joy to have them back in the Premier League.
Long before we knew of him in this context, last played Liverpool in the league on Leap Year's Day 2004. They last beat Liverpool, oddly enough, here at Anfield on Friday the 13th of April 2001. league meetings, last 8 in all competitions. Last meeting on the 29th of February 2004 actually finished 2-2. Already they have outstripped that goal for goal. Baka and Viduka, Kuhl and Barros. And Kuhl, another of those who played for both teams. A few, actually. Much, of course. Robbie Fowler, Gary McAllister.
Force than the referee would have liked.
In international colours last weekend, like many of the players here. He was in Basel last Sunday for Switzerland, Germany. Refereed Leeds against Merseyside opponents. Those opponents were Tranmere in League One years ago. He's come a fair way since then. And that is the guy who's made it all happen for Leeds, Andrea Razzani, 26-year-old Milanese investor in the famous Yorkshire club. We've had so many false dawns over the last 15, 16 years, and some experiences which you would consider lower than any false dawn. They have been right down to the third tier of English football. It has been a journey to hell and back. Hernandez, kick was on his heels.
Just look at that picture now, Peter. Pretty much man for man, which is why Alisson has decided to kick long. If it's a little risky, then don't go there. It's like a press fest at times.
Firmino let it roll. Dallas's clearance was weak. Henderson, Salah, Mane! They threw out a leg.
And he was offside now. They wouldn't have counted had that found the far corner. Just needed to come a little bit quicker from it. I think he acknowledges that. You're right, Peter. You said it. That it wasn't a good clearance from. In fact, he's on, isn't he? He's been played on by Luke Ayling.
Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum for Mane. Sadio Mane looking to shape one. Mane looking to thump one. And Ayling getting in the way.
Yeah, again, it's one of those decisions he has to make, Mane. He could have played it a little bit earlier. He could have shot, I should say. But in the end, it's a double block because he's taken a little long. And he's just come inside and Koch got the first one, Ayling with the second.
Last home game finished 5-3 to Chelsea, didn't it? It was the night when they really did make an excellent fist of a nasty situation. The presentation was a properly emotional event, so sad that supporters couldn't be in to witness it. But on the clock, Jordan Henderson dancing, it was a lovely evening. Taken up by Salah, problem for Dallas. Dash from Firmino, across got Strout.
Who's looked the more comfortable centre-back of the pairing, and it's a pairing that doesn't know one another. The understanding, the relationship has not had a chance to grow. So Liverpool have capitalised. Mainly because of the guy who's just released the ball short time ago, Koch. Necessarily the goal count, Peter, but I think we got what we expected in terms of the high octane type of game.
They really have gone blow for blow, without compromise. Failure to compromise or refusal to compromise is what marks out both of the coaches who sent out these teams. What a great character. Fourth Argentine to manage in the top flight of English football. Before him Pellegrino, before him, alongside him Pochettino, and way back Ozzy Ardiles.
An Anfield squatter. Peter, that's actually quite impressive for Leeds in terms of matching Liverpool.
Elder Costa, click. Elder Costa's gone over. Michael Oliver was close by and saw nothing untoward. And Liverpool can counter. It's Salah. VAR is checking on that, but Salah continues to progress. Sadio Mane. Salah. It's a good tackle from Calvin Phillips. That's essentially the base of his workload. Just to tidy up in front of the penalty area. What he does as well, beautifully distributed by Calvin Phillips, and taken up by Harrison, who dummied himself. And dispossessed by Ayling.
Jurgen Klopp he might have scored 2 goals, Mohamed Salah, but Jurgen Klopp is getting stuck into him in terms of not being lazy, to be lively, focused, and get back in position. Jurgen Klopp knows how hard this is proving to be. you referred to it earlier, Peter. I mean, it had his full attention earlier in the week, and certainly today as well. And did Mo Salah, he didn't make any contact with Helder Costa, who took a chance going down in the hope that Michael Oliver might bite.
That was for Mane. He's quick enough to get there before Ayling. Boots in into 2 minutes of stoppage time. The end of a first half which is going to take some bettering through the duration of the entire upcoming season.
I think Liverpool are ahead because of their greater talent and experience.
And the indications are that Leeds are going to be a lot of fun. Henderson. Held by Dallas. Back by Robertson and over reach Harrison. Gomez, Salah. Exhilarating, blow for blow, toe to toe. Salah penalty, 1-0 Liverpool, Harrison 1-1, Van Dijk 2-1 Liverpool, Bamford 2-2, Salah thrillingly 3-2 Liverpool, and we've only had half a game. This 15 minutes cannot pass quickly enough. At the break at Anfield, it's Liverpool 3, Leeds 2.
Well, that is a first half I'm sure none of you wanted to finish. The Premier League back with a bang and back at its best. And Leeds United back in the top flight after 16 years away have certainly played their part as well. But at the break, after events at both ends of the pitch, it is the reigning champions who have the advantage.
Taiwan Excellence empowers innovation in everyone's life, every moment. Every day, Taiwan Excellence. Everyday excellence.
नरगिस
मुझे वापस घर आना है समीर।
नरगिस मेरी बेबी को ढूंढने में मेरी मदद कर।
With a bang and back at its best. And Leeds United back in the top flight after 16 years away have certainly played their part as well. But at the break, after events at both ends of the pitch, it is the reigning champions.
Some more of that, please. Exhilarating, blow for blow, toe to toe. Salah penalty, 1-0. Liverpool, Harrison 1-1, Van Dijk 2-1 Liverpool, Bamford.
Taking time.
Joker.
Get down. Get up.
You getting nothing, Joker. Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. You getting my cold shoulder. No closure, I'm colder. She getting nothing, Joker. Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone look. She getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. She getting nothing, Joker. 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 Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone look. You getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. You getting nothing, Joker.
Get down.
You getting nothing, Joker.
till my shadow turns to sun